Let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'm gonna stay sucker free. So go ahead, motherfucker, and take a look at me. Only thing you're gonna learn is something that's real slick, you see. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm always on the grind. You know what? Behind the grind, there's a shine. So if I'm in the club and you see me with a big cup, it ain't no motherfucking luck, it's skills. That's what's up. And boy, like I said before, understand me, I'm out to win. And if you wanna be my motherfucking friend, you got to get in where you fit in. Now guess what? Pimps up, hoes down, because if they stay down, then we gon' move around.
I rock the mic outstanding, blade grip slamming, checks look glamorous, rubber bands outlandish, penthouse posted, game soaking, Big Mac toting, stock broken, 212s thumping, block bumping, hood star studded, straight thugging,
walk in the spot, cool, calm, and collect. Every city I touch down in, I get respect. What's happening when the bitch you see me out with, she getting next.
I'd like to welcome you to Motherfuckers World Greatest Podcast in the
New basement.
Vibes. Like you can see, we got
camera,
some lights,
action,
some things going on, drinks. Make sure you get one if you haven't yet. Yeah, we're in the new basement. Vibes are high, as you can maybe tell. We've had a good run as of recently, Mook, have we not?
Alhamdulillah.
Live show was great. Shout out to everyone who came and was able to attend.
Yeah, shout out to
Mad
y'all.
love.
Yeah.
Shout out to LB 1990X.
For sure.
Great live show as a headliner in his city the other night. He was amazing. Appreciate you, brother, for letting us host. It was an amazing experience. Your boy Soundman was out here, baby.
Yeah,
on the mic, having it up.
Hey, if you need a showrunner, if you need a hype man, if you need someone to host, I'm here for you.
What you laugh?
I was having fun. It was a good time.
I'm gonna say what you laugh for. I'm sorry. As you can see in the new basement, vibes are extremely high. There's rolling up going on.
This is what we wanted.
There's a lot of things. So
200 and some odd episodes.
Bear with me a little bit as I get myself right. I'm at it.
I must have to leave.
Now you're gonna
just for a little bit.
But I'm a randomly fuck up the vibes. So yeah. I'm gonna fuck up the vibes. So as I roll up, I'm gonna pass off a really, I think, heavy subject to you and let you kind of talk for a little bit as we roll up. So there's no way we could do an episode without talking about what happened in Uvalde, Texas, right? Is it Uvalde or Vida?
I don't know the enunciation.
Yeah, but so Texas, there was a shooting, a slaying in which 19 children were killed, 2 adults, 2 teachers, I believe, 21 people in total. Rest in peace. But there's been a lot of conversation around it. Gun violence, protecting of children, this and that, constitutional rights, just a plethora of things. So as a father of 2, I wanted to know, because I've been seeing a lot of, in particular, parents talk about this, and then I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to ask you first, but I want to know, what did you feel, maybe not about, the guns, but just about, what did you feel about when you heard 19 school children were killed at their school?
I feel like, personally, it was a lot of different bravados, it was a lot of different plights, all from the parents, whether it made sense or didn't make sense. But I think the main thing that I believe all parents had in common was just this shit is kind of scary. Having children. My kids, 2 and 9 months, so they're not in school where they could, a random gunman can walk in and just shoot them up. But it's just it's scary to think that if they were any day now we can go and drop a child off to go to school to get their education, and then a random gunman is just gonna walk in and spray the thing up. It was kind of just it's kind of crazy. Like I said, I know you came to me and was like, yo. Well, actually, I came and was like, yo, I already got my piece off into my group father's group text. You ever get some kids, I'll invite you to the group text. Just a bunch of black fathers in there. And yeah, but I was just like, yo, how does this make you guys feel? And everybody kind of just shared the same sentiment. Like, it's just crazy. Shout out to my guy, B-Hop. He lives in Texas. I was like, bro, like, is Texas all right now? He's like, it's kind of far right now, so nothing crazy. But then he just also said that, like, yo, this shit happened here, like, not too long ago already. So it's just like, this shit sadly happens way too often. But, like, 19, it's kind of crazy. But it's definitely just, like, it's scary, bro. Because it's just like, dog. Like, I was just looking at, it was one jump, looking at the dude on CNN, and I can't lie, I fake teared up. But I'm looking at him on CNN, he said, hey, I'm a first responder and all this. I went in there to try to help. I see a kid in there that's drenched in blood. And the kid is like, yo, I watched my best friend get killed in front of me. Like, she's in 4th grade. Like, I'm just watching my best friend get killed in front of me. And he's like, yo, what was the girl's name? And then the girl said the girl's name. And that just so happened to be his daughter. And it's just like, bro, he was just breaking down. And I was just like, bro, I couldn't imagine. Like, people die every day. I've been on the record, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything happens for a reason. You're going to go when you're going to go. But, like, damn, like, a child, bro, like, 2nd through 4th grade, I wouldn't know what to do, bro. So I couldn't even, like, I really didn't want to tap into it too much because that shit was just, like, that shit just kind of hurts. Like, again, like, killings have happened in schools for a very long time, unfortunately. But, like, now that, you know, I got a 2-year-old, this 9-month-old, I could not imagine the grief and pain that all these people are going through right now. So it's just fucked up, honestly, and it's fucked up. My thing is, I asked, like, okay, this is probably, granted, probably a public school, but I kind of wanted to know the statistics of, like, public school versus private school shootings. And it's just like, are we gonna get to a point where we have to, like, just have security, like, whenever you're going into a school?
Well,
like, what are we doing?
Not to cut you off, but that was the kind of reason why I was asking, because in that school apparently they had like 2 officers, 2 securities, and you know there's a lot of things that are coming about, like whether the officers didn't engage, whether they allowed, whether they allowed the shooter to go in there and basically run rampant for 45 minutes, whether they were holding back parents from getting inside to go help. I'm curious, and then you brought up something during it that made me go, aha, that's what I wanted to hit on. The idea that this has happened before. Like, Sandy Hook is not that long ago. Am I missing something? Or like, Sandy Hook is not this thing that happened like...
We had 288 school shootings this year alone.
I think just mass shootings.
Mass shootings?
288 mass shootings.
Mass shootings.
As of the day of the shooting.
It's only May.
And it's 144. It was 144 days. So it's basically a double shootings every day. 2 a day. 2 mass shootings a day. I think mass shootings are calculated as more than 4 or 5 people being shot at one time.
4 men.
So that's the one thing I find not funny but very interesting about it. It's like, why is everyone shocked? Literally 10 days before the shooting in Texas, they killed 10 people in a grocery store. Mm-hmm. So the idea that, like, this doesn't happen here, or this is an anomaly. No, this is par for the course. If we live in this country, getting clapped by a gun, it just, you know, it's nasty, bro.
In a state where you don't really need a license to carry a gun.
Like New York is kind of surprising because you would think the gun laws are kind of hard. You know, it's difficult. In Texas, why are we surprised that in a place where literally they made a year ago,
it's a hunting rifle,
the
right?
governor per se, the governor made, I think it was about 7 laws that made it easier for people to get guns. Now listen, I smoke a lot of weed, as you can see. We're rolling up. My whole life has been categorized about them fighting to make it harder or easier for people to get weed. So, for all intents and purposes, laws work.
And in the state of Maryland, you gotta choose one. You can't have a weed license, and you
can't have a gun.
You can't have both.
We made clear decisions that, like, certain things, like, will make it hard for you to get. So, that's the one part of the conversation I'm interested in, just how other people feel. Like, do y'all think it's like, should we be surprised? Like, should people like, is this one of these things where like people are lying? Like people know what's what,
People are lying.
and they rather just kind of be upset or, play holier than thou.
Shock
now.
value, something to talk about on Twitter, something to be cool.
Because my thing is that, like I said, literally 10 days ago, before this, 10 people got killed in a grocery store.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get killed in grocery stores.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
You're also not supposed to get killed at elementary school.
But see, my point is that...
So, you're not supposed to be getting killed in high school, but we had niggas was getting shot at our high school.
And my thing about it is that, like,
These are facts.
people have been getting shot at schools since 1999. Columbine happened in 1999.
Yeah.
So I was 7 years old. We were all 7 years old when Columbine... Second grade. Mm-hmm. So for the last 20-odd years, people getting shot in schools is randomly normal.
And let's talk about how many movies they made off of that. How many, like, how that came into, like, pop culture and, like, how many shows that we watched and shit that was, like, had episodes based on Columbine and all this extra shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, as much as awareness that they made, it's just like, oh, yeah, you made these sick-ass niggas, like, you inceptionized an idea.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's nasty. You doing that shit, it's like, yo, there's gonna be some weird ass niggas out there like, oh, I'm about to do this shit. Like the dude in Buffalo, bro. Like said, this nigga plotted on this shit for a very long time. He didn't care. Didn't fucking care. Obviously, you shoot up some black people.
In New York.
Didn't fucking care.
In New York, in like Buffalo, ain't city and state gun laws different in New York?
Wouldn't know.
No, I think the state laws are what's the issue in New York. Like those are it's not like a New York City thing. It's just it's a New York.
It's just crazy to me, right? They killed Buddy, or maybe Buddy killed himself. Who knows? But like the underlying thing is Buddy in Buffalo killed all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? White guy. He's alive. He's gonna go to jail.
They were supposed to have the same
Minority guy that kills 19 kids. He's dead. And it was just like, okay, I kind of feel this. I kind of feel this tone here. Like the minority is gonna get killed, and the white person is gonna be.
Are you just feeling that tone? Like you're just
no, but it just bringing it. It just brought it back to light. And shit is crazy. But ultimately, it's just like, bro, like that shit was sad for a nigga that got kids, bro. Just like this shit is sad. I really didn't want to think too much into it. Didn't want to see too much of it. The timeline was crazy. Like I said, I saw the Buddy breakdown. I had someone on my timeline retweeting every single one of the 19 that got killed, and it's just like, bro, I don't want to keep saying this, bro. Like, but then it's just like, bro, like, I can't take my kids to school. Like, what
That's
is this?
obsessive.
Like,
retweeting all 19.
Bro, that shit threw me off. I was like, yo, I ain't even been on the joint like that too much, but it's just like, yo, I definitely can't be on right now. Fuck that. Please fuck that. But rest in peace to all that, man.
No, for sure. That
shit is sad. Shit is nuts, man.
No, I'm just curious, just because, like I said, I'm always curious as to how people. I don't say I ain't got no kids, but also seen somebody say that it's something that everybody should care about. So everybody should have feelings.
Thing is, again, like everything else, niggas don't forget about this shit. Like a fucking. I mean, what is this? What was it, a week out? Week maybe.
I forgot about that shit last night when Tank was fighting.
Well, I mean, for me, I don't think it's
earlier
about,
this week that it happened.
Yeah, I think Tuesday. I don't think it's about people forgetting. I think it's that people are human. Like life goes on. We talked about this many a times.
Shout out to LB, go get the album.
So when life, with that being a facet of life, what people are supposed to just harp on this? Like the whole thing we were talking about a few weeks ago was abortion laws, this and that. Listen, how many people are still?
I can't lie. It's been a lot of we can kill our kids in America, but we can't do this to our body type shit. So I feel like that is still somewhat prevalent. The abortion shit, but still being talked about
for sure. But is it being talked about with any sort of movement, or is it being talked about, like you said, as a
right to bear arms is an inalienable act?
Look at what's going on, and look at how fucked up everything. People still talking about Ukraine in that same way, and you're giving money to Ukraine, but you can't do. They're not talking about the actual substance of what's going on. They're just talking about. They're trying to use this as another comparison tool, just like George Floyd. They brought back them George Floyd on the 2nd year anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of. I wasn't. Kind of wasn't feeling that, man. 2-year anniversary to George Floyd. Like what? That was kind of nasty. In any aspect that they try to do it. I mean, I feel you trying to. I'm looking at Jordan Woods taking pictures with the George Floyd's daughter and shit. Like, yo, what are we doing right now, son? You're at the White House doing all this. It's kind of nasty to me. I don't know. Might have just been me.
It's not nasty to me, but I'm saying, like, at least for me, there's a very I don't want to call it sinister, but there's a very interesting idea that these things are just connected like that. Mm-hmm. Like, people are just okay with going, all right, the violence upon George Floyd, by the police, and their response to this, without actually without actually trying to do anything to abolish the police. Like, the idea of defund the police had people riled up. Like, I knew pretty well-meaning people who I think are solid people who were like, nah, we can't do that. And I'm like, you seem to be a real educated person, and you're like, that's bad rhetoric. How? Like that's the thing that I'm looking back 2 years later. I'm like,
when people was like, no, defund the police, I'm just like, okay, so you're cool with a militarized state then. You're cool with militarized counties.
And I hate to be this guy, but I hate that what happened to these kids is going to lead to the polarization of...
Is it?
Yes. That's exactly what they're going to use it for.
For the next... anything going on with this story, we're going to talk about the police response to it.
And it's an election year
and lack thereof.
Yeah.
What policing means in our society, what we need from police, what police do or don't do. The whole conversation is going to completely shift from these poor lives that are lost to a referendum on policing.
It was an NRA convention in Texas this week, same week as the school shooting.
The governor got chastised so much that he came in virtually.
Yes.
That he decided, I won't even go publicly because that would be a bad look for me.
Even though he's getting millions of dollars campaign wise.
The senator from their state,
NRA.
Ted Cruz, big fan of the show, still went, still talked.
They paying bills, baby. There's no way I'm fucking up this check.
So my thing is that how is anything moving forward other than more conversation? I think conversation is good. That's all we do here. I don't think you can get certain people to spark minds and ideas without conversation. But there's a difference between, I think, for one point in 2020, from May 26th to July 1st, there was legitimate conversation going on that was I think actually, not saying changing things, but was working towards, hey, maybe something could change. Maybe if people did X, Y, Z, and I think people were listening. And then niggas said, all right, we had enough of that.
Oh, we back outside now.
And I'm just saying,
that's exactly what's about to happen.
That is a wild
I don't
concept.
I don't see any change coming from these 19 lives, sadly. I really don't see it. I would hope to be wrong, but I just don't see it. At all. Had you just said, 10 days prior, 10 got clapped, bruh. 10.
At a grocery store. Elders. See, that's my thing. The two most protected people in society should be kids and elders, right?
Cool.
We just clapped off 29 of that group.
In a month.
And nobody cared because it was black people.
And kids.
And it was black people and Latino kids. And it was fuck it.
This is not going to change shit, bro. And it's sad. It's fucking sad. But this is the fucking world we live in, man.
It might. Because it's happening in places...
You're killing blacks and you're killing fucking Latinos, bro. What? And even if you kill whites, it's still not even bruh.
So what happened at Sandy Hook?
So we all seeing this shit, right? After all this shit happened, it was let's look at all the mass shootings and shit, bro. They killed 56 in Vegas, bro. All whites for real. Nothing happened after that. Really? Why is this shit gonna happen? Why is this shit gonna change some shit, bro?
Oh, Vegas is never gonna change. They were built on that, though.
But it's just cool. We killing this amount of people, and nothing changed at this point. And we think some 10 black people, sadly, in Buffalo is gonna change something. Sadly, these 19 children. Niggas gonna be like, it's fucked up, bro. What is it? It's May 29th, bro. As he just said, the Floyd happened, what, 26? July 1st. I guarantee you by July 1st, it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be this amount of smoke. At all.
So, with that being said, COVID is back in these streets, my niggas.
Is it?
Oh, yes. Well, this is... Thank you for asking me to leave. No, it did not.
I didn't know they lifted the pandemic.
They didn't leave it, but there was definitely like we said, a back to like, hey, we're outside again. And since we're outside, the vibes are different. Like, so motherfuckers wasn't wearing their mask. Like, people got vaccinated, was like, yo, oh, I did a booster, I did whatever, and I'm
about
done.
to put this shit through the gauntlet.
And I'm about to just go. And my thing is that, like, yo, COVID, like you said, COVID did not leave. And there's an uptick again. Like, I know a lot of people who recently got COVID.
Me too. My whole job, everybody in my job besides me got COVID.
No, a lot of niggas that got the viddy vid lately, man. Shout out to y'all.
That shit sweep the streets, didn't it?
Definitely sweep the streets. Yo, I ain't get it yet. I'm pretty sure I did have it.
This nigga said yet.
Yeah, like I ain't get it.
Don't speak of it.
I've been around a lot of niggas that may or may not have had the vid, so I'm just kind of.
How do you think?
Kind of happy.
So, because I feel like we've talked about COVID a few times on this joint, and we were at
More than a few.
And I feel like there's been different points where people have been like, where we've been like, yeah, you know, like we ain't getting that shit type shit. To like, man, everybody might get it. To man, just boost, just vax up, boom, boom, boom. You think you at a point where it's just like everyone is just going to get it?
Probably.
Me? Yes. That's nasty, James.
Honestly, bro, niggas been getting the vid.
Yes.
Niggas been getting the vid, bro. I've been chilling. Like I said, ever since NOLA, bro, I've not worn a mask at all. At all. Honestly, they lifted the mask mandate in my job prior to the NOLA, and I just haven't worn a mask since then. That was really the only time I was wearing a mask. And I was just like...
That's nasty. I still wear a mask almost everywhere.
They told me I don't gotta wear it. I said, fuck it.
I was in church today with a mask. Like, one or two people who had the mask on, they was looking at me like, you ain't gotta wear it. Nah, I gotta wear this joint, baby. Like, for me personally, I just think that why even, like, a mask is not that big of an inconvenience. Like, the one time I didn't wear a mask recently in the last couple of weeks, like, even when I was in Europe, wearing a mask until like I get in a spot a little bit. Then if after a little while, then I'll take it off.
So but that's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the difference between you're in there vibing versus the first time you walk in there type shit? Like when I was
honest, you're probably right. There probably is no functional difference.
That's what I'm saying.
But I definitely think there is something to the fact that, like, all right, if I go in here and I'm around a bunch of people, then I curate a space, and then I'm like, all right, I feel comfortable now because I've gone through the crowd. I've moved around, and now I'm in the joint where it's just like there's no space, and it's just like, all right, fuck it. That's one thing. But if I've like, especially in a lounge, if I've gotten to the point where I can walk through this spinot, get to my spot, why not wear the mask? Why not get to my little section or area?
Take my mask
off with the people who I've come with, I'm talking to, who I've probably been doing things with. That's the thing about...
I smoke with them.
That's the thing about the COVID shit, too. It's just like, you niggas don't know these people, and like, that's weird to me. My thing is that, like, meeting new people during this thing, COVID time, is interesting. Like, I'm not saying don't talk to people, but like, bro, I mask up for it. In almost every event or every person's house I go to, until I get to the point where it's just like I'm either socially just being rude by keeping this on this whole time because everyone is wearing someone's house or something, and everyone like truly, or
socially rude.
But that's the thing. If everyone is talking, and unless you feel like, yo, I'm sick, and you just gonna keep the mask on, it's kind of rude. Like, let's just be honest.
That's a fact. I follow the same guidelines. Only difference is like I wear my mask at work because, for one, like I work in a pharmacy, so everybody has to wear their mask. Two, everybody in my job recently had COVID. I was the only nigga that didn't catch it.
I took a COVID test this month, so I'm feeling good.
And I'm talking about like from GM down.
This month?
Yeah, earlier this month. I took two.
Travel.
Yeah,
internationally. So
Nigga said this month like it's not May 29th. Like, you know
That was 2 weeks ago, May 12th. So I'll get another one. And I had my booster right before I left on like April 20 something. So I've been getting it in for sure with the COVID prep. So shout out to me.
Real nigga. But no, I'll just be staying away out of COVID. I don't want that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like as though also there's this whole group of like, yo, we're just gonna get COVID, and that's kind of weird.
It's just like now, it's just like
you just gotta get it though.
COVID is acceptable now, and I'm not with that.
I think you gotta get it.
No, you think you gotta get it?
You gotta get it.
That's nasty, bro.
Why would you just have to get it?
It's a rite of passage now.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't want it.
It's like VD in the 70s.
Wow. Wow. I was gonna say a very bad joke, so
Please go for it. Please go for it. Go for it. Go for it. This is 202. We just here. This is the first episode, nigga.
I was gonna say something about HIV, but that's not.
Oh,
that's
see, yeah, you definitely wild. He's definitely wild.
Yeah, I'm saying. I didn't. You see, like
He definitely wild.
you gotta know when you're going too far. You gotta know when you're going too far.
Nah, I was gonna. Hey, Charles, just now, my initial joke.
About to say he was close.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was.
He was very close. He was very close.
I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I was
Very
like,
close.
yeah. I mean,
Tell him to get it off right now.
it's the same. It's the same joke, just different era.
Different era.
You know, it's
He
like,
basically
yeah.
said the joke.
I did. But you know, but we walked it through. Sometimes if you deconstruct something, it's much better.
This is crazy.
Like, also, deconstruction of food is kind of a wild concept.
Please, I don't know what you're talking about.
All
Enlighten
right,
me.
so like the deconstructed sandwich.
That don't even sound right.
So
Yeah.
like the sandwich, like people like this is a culinary thing where people would like take a sandwich up like apart in like different parts and like be like, hey, this is a sandwich.
Stay off of TikTok.
No, bro. Listen, that's the thing about this is why I hate TikTok, because it's so good at giving people information that is already there. Like none of the information on TikTok is like TikTok information. Like that deconstruction shit is like some New York Times, review type. Like this is some old whack shit that like fucking a 19-year-old or 16-year-old figured out or found out about and is like so amazed by it and has endless followers. So it's like gonna tell them and like everyone's like, oh, this is like, but these aren't like super new or like these are just old ideas just being found.
Disappointed in you.
Disappointed me for what?
So you basically saying TikTok bringing back the recipes that we lost.
No, I think TikTok is a good way of curating fast information. So if I tell you a story about Haiti in 45 seconds or a minute and 30, you're going to be like, oh my God, I know all this information now. And then you're going to spread it like wildfire, and that's going to be a thing. And that's what TikTok does. So you pick the subject matter, you get the right person to relay the information to the masses, and it just catches on like wildfire. That's all I think. I think TikTok is so much better for that than like Twitter. Because Twitter is so many factions that like Alex Jones' Twitter is a nigga on there who tweets every day and like gets like 40,000 tweets. And I've never seen any of those tweets. That's just the truth. He gets 40,000 retweets, I'm sorry. But I just never seen any of those tweets. And that's there's literally sections of, so I think Twitter just works in a, I'm pretty sure there's sections to TikTok as well.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
But I think once the information like
The algorithm.
just works so much differently, then I think once again
I
like
have heard that TikTok has a better algorithm than
like for Twitter,
the
like
rest
once
of
we're
them.
talking about something like especially like in the news cycle, it's pretty consistent. Like, all right, you go to like your explore page or your little it'll
That's
tell
how
you.
you know the Chinese really out here collecting information, and that's why you don't need to be on TikTok.
I don't know how you got to that point.
Tell us more.
Because we was talking about the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
But how'd the Chinese get brought up into this?
they're on
So-
TikTok.
On TikTok.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I have nothing to do
That's
with
why
TikTok.
Trump was trying to ban that junk. That's when all this whole trade war
Hold on,
and
so-
all that shit started.
So
That's when our beef with that's when our beef with China.
we're
and
at
all
the
that shit
point
really started.
in the presidency where I think people are legitimately like
Oh, Jesus.
Trump versus Biden.
God.
And no, at the live show, there was so many.
yeah,
Bro, there was
know.
there was
There
like
was some Trumpers there.
not even that there were Trumpers. I think there was an overwhelming like anti-Biden sentiment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I wonder, are we getting to the point where that's going to fester into like real, like, yo, we're not fucking with the
Biden's new low is 39%.
That's 36.
36 historical low.
My thing about all that stuff is
don't
like
matter for real.
it's all about who's participating.
Like, did we get? I didn't get a vote for that.
Because you didn't care enough to.
1,000% of white man in this country.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's
did you
a-
guys vote for your
know, but if
approval
you-
rating for this man?
But if you want like the gala,
I didn't.
like you
For my
can.
Insta story, that they know I ain't fucking with Biden.
No, but like all these gala polls and stuff, people sign up. Like that's the thing about all these things. Like, and they also go to certain specific people.
For
So,
sure.
like, that's why I remember during the 2000, I'll never forget this.
Go to
The
Connecticut.
2016 election, a nigga from Vice came up to me and was like, "Yo, Trump is winning." Like, just 3 days before the election, he was like, "Yo, Trump is winning." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Trust me, all the exit polls and da da da." He was like, "Don't believe him." He was like, "They're not taking like this vast of." They're not polling this vast number of people. And he was like, from what we are doing, like interviews, he was like, these people are going to vote in massive numbers. And I was just like, what? I was like, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. By like the day before the election, I had this.
must have been up, huh? NDA up.
No, but but it was some random cousin.
It was just
I don't
a
even
joke,
know his
Charles. It
name.
was
I
just
just
a
remember
joke.
what he looked like. Dreads, and was off his like super like, yeah, like cut on the side, dreads up here type shit. Some like pineapple type shit, and
want
off
no
super
man.
artsy vibes. Yeah, this shit don't matter.
Some Terry Goodwin shit.
Long story short,
My
I remember
God.
like the day before the election, I was like, oh, I really believe this nigga. I was like, he's super right. And then we did a live show all the day of the election. I remember like the face.
Oh, that was what?
I remember the faces of people like when the votes were coming in.
Their own agent.
When the votes were coming in and people were like realizing that she was gonna lose, and I was just like
Crazy.
I was like, oh, I had like by like 3 p.m. I was just like, oh yeah, she gonna lose, and I was just like chilling the whole day, and motherfuckers was sick. I was in that joint like, well shit, at least we got better content. Like that's all I was thinking about. Like,
You're sick, man.
bro, my thing about the whole Trump era was that content and like you said, it was truly a money grab. Like we were literally watching him do corruption
We made money.
in front of all of us. Like we were watching him make deals with the Saudis. We were watching him do things in real time, and everybody was like, "Yo, he can't do this. He can't have people come to his golf course."
He was dead ass negotiating.
Definitely golfed every week.
Bro, he definitely was like,
Every
"Yo, I
weekend.
golf and I do business
negotiating over
and I do
Lord
this
Russia.
president's thing on the side." And we all
the side,
watched it, and we all was just like, "This is bad." And we just sat there for 4 years screaming into the abyss. This is bad.
He made
This
me
is
money.
bad."
I don't care at this point, bro.
I mean, he made a lot of motherfuckers money.
All of us.
Like, that's just the truth. Like, there's a lot of people who play the game in which Trump is a part. Like, that's the thing about presidents. Like, they don't control anything but the fact that they are here in the, they lead us.
Fucking figurehead.
Yeah, like they don't control gas prices.
No.
They don't control what the shit cost in the grocery store. They don't have the president has no fucking say in any of that. That's the funniest thing about all the Trump shit and all the Biden shit. It's like neither one of these men are doing anything in particular. Now, did Trump go harder on the executive orders? For sure. So there is something to say about like flexing your muscle when you are in that position. But for the most part, bro, these motherfuckers is just like, yo, what are my aides telling me to do? Like, it's vibes, bro. It's truly just a vibes job. I'm gonna be the president one day. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
I ain't mad at you.
When the country might be over and there might not be much more left to it, but I will be the president. I have the vibe. It's just like, no way.
That's gonna be the best time to be president.
No way they let Ronald Reagan be a president, but I can't. Like, there's no
son.
there's no fucking
That
way.
nigga was trying since '69, bro.
There's no fucking way, buddy.
Nigga was trying for 11 years to get in that.
There's
joint.
no way they let that guy be president, and then I can't.
His wife was out here sucking all the dick,
Randomly, they said she was the mean bopper in Hollywood.
sucking all the dick.
That's
cuz.
kind of crazy. That like, you know what's okay.
Is that really how niggas forgot about the Contra war and shit? It's like, hey, Nancy, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
I have a theory. I have a theory.
Slap my man
Maybe
out
it's not a
right quick.
theory. Maybe it's just an observation.
No, Charles, talk to me.
Why, like, because that Nancy point you made, like, why is it just like Ronald Reagan doesn't get slander for that? Because most black cousins, if it was found out that their first lady was out here being the wild, mean bopper, we would definitely be slandering them in eternity. Like, buddy, this is your shorty. But like, that really doesn't get Ronald Reagan as much like, and that's my one thing about the idea of like
Guy Fisher and Nicky Bones,
misogyny and shit like that. Like, it has a big racial component too. Like, we don't really be like slandering white
Nicky
women.
Bones snitched on Guy Fisher because he was fucking his girl.
We don't really slander white women to the extent that like we be slandering black women. Like, imagine if Michelle Obama, if any story was about out here that was Michelle Obama's MO, like people would just be they'd be going nuts. They'd be going nuts if that was that. But like Nancy, that's just a little funny tidbit to add. I don't like that.
They just called her a monkey instead.
Once again, the racial component.
Wild. That's really crazy.
Hey, speaking of monkeys,
like, that's really crazy.
You heard. All right, so
like, why they disrespect
not my girl. Not my girl.
I gotta take a shot before we do
I
this.
gotta go to the bathroom with this one. I'm pulling the Chris.
You got pissed? I do. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
What happened?
He had to go pee.
Oh, I thought, but you said you about to take a shot before.
I said, who we taking a shot for?
Oh, well, we have to take a shot more for an incident, not for her, because she is bad vibes currently. Liz Kane, bitch. You didn't hear her? All right, so apparently
I've been off that. Charles, you know I'm be on the internet for these
yes,
days.
you do.
No, not that part, not that side of the internet.
Apparently, she called.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Kenneth. She called players on the Nigerian national team, women's Nigerian national team, monkeys. Like, that is where that came from. So,
Whoa!
Apparently,
Wow.
that's what she did. Now, this is reported.
I am disappointed.
This is reported. Yes, Elizabeth, you are wilding.
Yeah, you're wild.
This was reported, and apparently she slapped a woman too on her team.
The whole Australian came out of her.
Honestly, you can't be calling people monkeys.
You can't.
Like, there's like the dog thing is not nice. You shouldn't call people dogs, but like some people definitely be looking like
You say dog.
like referring to people as dogs, like saying someone looks like like she looks like a dog.
Okay.
Like, that was the whole thing with Art Lennox. Like, that was a big thing. Somebody was like, she looked
like a Rottweiler.
something, and people got really
That's
upset.
a beautiful dog, though.
My thing about dogs is dogs are far more protected within our society. Like, we don't eat dogs, we don't do things like, so that's not like
In America?
Once again, exactly. Like, we don't do that. We protect dogs in a far better way than most societies. So like,
Certain countries, they protect monkeys more than they...
that's the whole point, but we're not in those societies. We're in this society.
My bad, Charles.
So referring to like someone as a dog, it definitely has some negative connotations, but I can definitely see how one can actually kind of maybe be like, hey,
I fuck with monkeys, though.
once again, it's not, I fuck with, once again, it's not about the fucking, because like, if someone refers to someone, oh, I just gotta take, yeah, all right. If someone refers to you as if someone said you look like a pit bull,
Who, me?
just in general, someone say you look like a pit bull, that's not a flattering thing.
They might be right that day, though.
But if like somebody say you got like a dog, like there's dogs who have like human faces,
Yeah.
and if someone says like you look like this particular dog,
I feel like we talked about this before. Now he say something. I look like a llama, bro. I'm okay with that.
see, I think there's something very particular also to
I'm
men
like a little sloth, too.
talking about men versus women as far as looks.
I didn't know, bro.
Definitely is, but like I think if you say someone looks like this specific dog, I don't think there's something to that. I think there's a
Emperor's New Groove.
there's
Look like that dog.
that's my thing. There's something to that. So there's actual a means of
You
hey,
do look like a Rottweiler.
but to just say someone looks like a monkey or like somebody looks like a bamboo, like some sort of ape.
Are we still talking Liz?
Yeah.
Not my girl.
That's not your girl. We had to take a shot because she is our girl and she fucked up. And
I know.
we cannot. You know, we gotta be on. You know, like if somebody's your people, you can't just.
She looks
be,
good.
Oh, she looks so good.
It's not my girl.
When Maddox said he's not trying to climb that.
Dejanay.
I seen Omatic with the Connecticut
Dejanay
Sun
character?
shorts.
Dejanay.
Son, I swear, Omatic Slim, he always like just be on the coattail, bro. It's just
What are you talking
about, bro?
What is he talking
That
about?
shit's sick, bro.
The coat?
Cause I was been since
Since when?
when she was actually at
Baylor?
Bruh, that's when I seen her.
No, you saw her in the game that was being previously recorded.
But it was at Baylor. She wasn't on the Suns
She
yet.
was already in the pros then.
It was like 2019. This is year 2 for her.
James, it was not that late.
All I know is Dejanay.
No, it's okay. Cause everybody know Lexi. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dejanay, what's up? I'm about to buy your jersey. I already got the shorts.
I take DD Richards too. I don't care.
All I need
It's
is
a couple of them.
All I need is Dejanay.
Son,
Charles, your
WNBA.
friend told me Dejanay my type. I'm not even gonna say who the friend is, but your
We
friend
know
told
who
me
the
she my
friend is.
type.
We know who it is.
My thing about all this is like it's kind of good for the WNBA and kind of bad.
No, it's very
Because,
good.
Like,
I'm an actual fan of the sport.
I'm about
though.
to say,
I've
like,
been vibing now.
it's good.
Now,
She
though.
brought me into the game.
But I've been an actual fan of the
I
sport.
mean, I've been to some games before. I sat courtside. Shout out to Byron.
I've been an actual fan of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Though.
That's my thing. That's why I said it's good and bad because
Yeah. Like I find these women fine, but I'm also a fan of their game.
like the Skylar Diggins thing. Like I remember that. I remember that run.
The Drake bars.
The Fabulous, where like she was a thing.
I wasn't a part of that.
And it's not that I remember, but it wasn't that
because you were not
Skylar.
a fan of the game.
Because it's not that Skylar Diggins isn't good. It's just that she isn't
she's
good
good.
enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say like she's an all NBA. Like, let's say she's more of like she's more of like a Devin Booker. When
In
there's
comparison.
to like when there's players in her
Sometimes
leagues
you
who
do.
are like Steph Curry's,
Yeah.
LeBron James. So
Devin Booker's good.
She was dropping 70.
Bro, like that's what I'm saying, Charles. I don't think Devin Booker was good. Like
I don't know.
think
Yeah,
that
she was
a
dropping
proper
70.
Example.
Devin gave me 70 at least once.
give me an all NBA first team point guard. That's
Damn.
what she was.
Damn.
That's good. That's
Fine.
actually good.
She's Dame.
That's actually good.
Imagine just like everybody talking about Dame in the world of LeBron's,
Ooh, honestly,
KD's.
I was gonna say Chris Paul, but
Steph.
she got a chip though.
Can't give you Chris
Exactly.
Paul.
She got a chip though.
Can't
That's what
give
I'm saying.
that.
Like
And that's why I was gonna
that's what I'm
say
saying. You gotta
Dame,
put
but it's
respect
not
on her
Dame.
name. Like
Yeah, she got
she
chip.
did some things. So it's
Yeah,
not
she
like
got
she's not a
chip.
good player. My thing is that she's not the like. There's the Sue Birds. There's the Maya Moores. There's
Diana
the Janelle
Taurasi's.
Jones, Jonquel Jones. Like there's actual.
And before her time, you got Don Staley, Cynthia Cooper. You know what I'm saying? You
There's
got
like
the,
dead
I was
ass.
watching that whole little story yesterday
You know
on
what I'm saying?
NBA
There's
TV.
dead ass
you got the-
shorties.
25
you got the
years.
teaspoons. You know what I'm saying?
Dead
Like,
ass
come on,
shorty,
shorty,
Sylvia
like,
Fowles. Like there's dead ass
Swing cash.
legendary ass players. And imagine some shorty who's really good, but not as good as y'all being
But just tough.
just cause she's tough. So like it's a very slippery slope because I've seen this.
I've seen this before.
I've seen this movie play out. And it happens until niggas realize, oh well, she's also like has a family.
Yeah.
She's married, she got kids. When she gets and then she gets a little less tough. There's girls who maybe are cuter who aren't as good. Or maybe there's girls who are better. Like Arike
Or in the sport.
right now for the Dallas Stars is super tough.
Very.
But like
Just bust her ass the other day. Us
Shit,
being
Drew
the Suns.
Lloyd. Drew Lloyd for
yeah, she's older now.
for
Seattle, but you know, OG. But like
She's still cooking.
Arike, even the new shorty that the Mystics got with the third overall or second overall pick.
the K shorty.
Yeah.
She's
I
a
forget,
bucket.
but she been getting double doubles crazy.
I know
Like
her Instagram name,
Elena
like Curly
Deladon,
805. Oh yeah.
still a bucket even with the bag. So I just really think that it's a really
That's why I
slippery.
said Drew Lloyd, because you taking Drew Lloyd over
Yes.
Exactly.
No, I'm taking
You taking Skylar over Jewel?
probably depending on like what I need from my team. Now, if it's like one game, I might take Jewel, but like off of a 34 game season, I might take Skylar.
Okay.
DJ, holla at me. We need some more tech.
She got like 3 more. Son, that year 3 gonna be it for her.
I know. She got the MVP on her squad. They ain't giving her too much power.
That's what I'm saying. John Quill, bro.
This year 2, it's just like, bro. You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
John Quill, Riverdale Baptist.
For sure. Real hoopers.
She's good vibes.
Yeah.
All right. By the time this comes out, the NBA Finals will have started. We already know one match.
only
The
be-
Give
Warriors.
Steph his 4, man.
All right, so we're back.
It'll be after the day of game 1.
He's sweeping.
This is coming out on the 3rd of
Get your
June.
brooms
So
ready.
I want to know.
They
I
don't give a
want to
fuck
know.
who
Get your
come out
brooms
the
ready?
East. I don't give a fuck who come out the
you're
East. Get your
bugging.
brooms ready.
So
You're
who
super
do you
bugging.
have Steph playing in the
you said I
finals?
was bugging about them
Listen,
sweeping them
all right.
knives in this
You're
basement.
right. You're right.
Gentlemen's-
But it was a
gentlemen's-
gentleman's.
All right,
You
listen.
said it was a whole
Answer the
sweep.
question. Who do you have before the game tonight?
I said they were gonna get a game. Did I not say that?
Who do you have before the game 7 tonight?
I told you in another forum, Charles. Like, this series has been mad weird, bro.
This joint's been weird as shit.
It's just been mad weird. Obviously, the Celtics are the better team. Like, obviously they're the better team. But you're asking the Celtics team to go on the road and win a game? That's kind of crazy to me. But I feel like, I don't know, this guy Jimmy was hurt. He exhausted himself. Game, what was it, 4 and 5? Obviously went crazy for game 6. Is he going to do that again?
Jimmy's known for overexerting himself and then just going flat.
in the finals. I saw it in the bubble.
This nigga did 47, 9 and 8 or some shit like
Truly
that.
amazing.
Tough.
That was an awesome performance.
And now you got to follow it up on like a game to get to the finals. Like, this is, I don't know. I have no idea who's gonna win this game tonight. I really don't. I really hope the Heat don't win the game. But don't know who's going to win the game. But I would
Okay.
hope. I want to see Tatum versus them.
Yes.
Obviously them. But I want to see Tatum versus them. And obviously I'm rooting for my light-skinned guys and Jordan Poole, Michigan man as well. So I'm definitely riding for Warriors, whoever they play.
All right. So I've had Warriors win the whole thing for a while now.
How long
So
is it while?
like the beginning of the season.
I had it since last year.
I thought the Warriors are the best team. I think
I said Steph
to
should've
me,
won MVP
to
last
me
year.
it's very simple to me. Steph Curry is still the best player in basketball to me.
For sure.
For one reason and one
Hands
reason.
down.
For one reason and one reason only. He's always the best player to me on the best team. And that's what makes you the best player in basketball, in my opinion.
For sure.
So for me,
Isn't that
Steph
the point
Curry
of the MVP?
is the reason why that team is so good.
I don't want to cut you off. I think if Chris Middleton was alive,
No, bro. I'm not hearing that.
no.
I'm not hearing that.
Giannis is crazy.
Giannis is crazy.
He went crazy and had absolutely
know what?
no fucking help. But if he had Middleton, bro, it's a different story right now.
And you know what? I'm not
But
mad at
it's
that because
if it was a fifth, that's all I gotta say. But I can't.
you know I'm not mad at that
I can't
because
give
the
you-
last
I
2
can't-
years I was screaming the same thing.
That's what
Yo,
I'm
if
saying.
Steph had his guy, so you know that is a fair
I
assessment.
cannot
Charles,
give
you know
you.
what? Since that was your rebuttal, touche.
That's what I'm saying. I can't give you.
It's a fair-
I
and
can't
that's
give you. He's
fine.
the best guy right now.
And that's
bro.
fine.
He lost. I'm mad he lost. A lot of people are not here right now. But bruh, like if he had Middleton, it's a different story right now. And I couldn't have gave you that, when the season started. I'm taking the Warriors. When the season started for me, I was taking the Bucks, bruh, because I thought they would be full strength.
I was
Obviously,
taking the
Middleton,
Warriors, bruh.
But I'm here for Team Light Skin. I'm here for all
I'm
of
taking
that.
the Warriors
I'm here
once
for all
again
of that.
because
how the Warriors finished their season last year.
this is my thing
They
about
fought their way
this is
into
my
the
thing
game-
about
to
this
the,
is
to the play-in.
It's okay.
this is my thing about Steph that I will not
They did that with
that
a-
I will say
with a
about
hurt
him more than
Steph.
anybody else.
They did that with an 85% Steph last year.
In every facet of Steph,
Who wasn't even
he
open?
does what's needed to win the
He was
game.
going crazy last year.
So whether he needs to get 9 assists and only shoot,
Do I gotta play a little bit of
Maybe-
defense today? Like,
If-
do I have to
if-
get some rebounds
if I need to
today?
do this,
Oh, I gotta
Steph
make
will-
9 threes today.
Steph
Come
will
on,
do
bro.
a little bit of whatever it takes
Steph is good basketball
for
bro.
that game
He's great basketball.
for his team to win.
Great basketball.
Great for basketball.
And most
No,
nights,
great
he's going to score
basketball.
26 points
He's great basketball,
while he's
bro.
doing it. Like that's
26 is coming in like 3 quarters, bro.
and
He's
that's
not
my
even
thing
going
about
crazy.
Steph. Like, it's not like oh,
trying to put his numbers up.
He don't be scoring. Like,
Fuck out of here, bro.
I have also I have an Andrew Wiggins agenda. The
Yeah,
redemption
I'm not
tour.
vibing with you.
No, Charles, I'm with you.
I'm not
The
vibing
redemption
with that.
tour is going crazy.
I'm not vibing with that.
Me and the Andrew Wiggins redemption tour have been going crazy since last year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I was go find the tweets. I was like, yo, they should not trade him. He deserves to get the fruits in the
Buddy,
Lakers are playing with.
we saw your tweets,
with
Charles.
Steph and Clay.
Charles, we saw your tweets.
Because Charles tweeted that there was a point in time when Steph, Clay, and Draymond was hurt and Wiggy was going crazy. It was him, Jordan Poole, and who was the third? It was either Looney or like some random. But yeah, bro, bro.
My thing is
Me
that
and
like
Charles been on the Warriors bandwagon since last year, bro.
I'm
I've
fucking
been there
with,
since 15 because it's been fuck Braun for me for forever.
No, I'm just talking about like the current Warriors
me,
team.
Buddy, I'm always
like
been
I
with
said,
them.
I'm with the Andrew Wiggins
A lot of
redemption
niggas
tour.
stop rooting for
So
Steph
whoever
when
comes
KD
out the
left.
East is getting spanked.
Wasn't
I'm
me.
with Mook. 4 to 5 games tops.
Dead ass.
If it's the C's, Tatum's gonna
It
give him
don't
6.
matter. If the Heat win
Tatum-
tonight, Jimmy wins. Jimmy put
Here's
up 40.
here's the thing about Tatum.
Playing 40 minutes.
I love
If
Tatum.
they do the Heat,
I
it's
love
definitely
Tatum.
4 or 5.
I love Tatum. At what point does Tatum
Make
need?
that next leap. Got you.
At what point does Tatum have to decide
Oh, my
that?
nigga, because I was gonna ask him if he wanted me to do this.
Wait,
I'm happy y'all finally getting this on camera, cuz.
Wait for a second. Wait, let me
Charles had a
finish.
little bit of weed left over. He was like, "Oh yeah, Mook, go ahead."
The
I was
thing
like,
about
"Hey,
it
cuz,
is
you want me
that-
to go ahead and add a little bit."
At a certain point, Jason Tatum has been in, I think, three Eastern Conference Finals. He's 24. He's been. I can get at 20. You're young. You're playing LeBron in 2018. Hey, he's LeBron.
And LeBron is in the East.
He's LeBron. You can't do it.
I don't think he's playing the Heat.
You get to the bubble.
He's not playing Jimmy
you
Butler.
get to the bubble in 2020.
You're playing Eric
You get to
Spoelstra,
the-
bro.
Relax, stop it. You get to the
And that's
you
this
get
is
to
my-
the bubble in 2020.
No, I'm with Charles.
And I think JB was hurt.
So he was the best
JB
player
was
in
hurt in
all
the
of them
bubble, right?
series, bro.
I believe JB was hurt in the bubble. You don't got
JB was hurt
you
in
don't
the
got your
bubble.
running mate in the bubble. So hey, you can't get. I get it. And
I got a beef with JB
and
too.
then
Come on,
again,
Hop.
and then again, he blew 2 free throws.
Come on.
Blue game. Whole outcome
He's
of the
not
game is
aggressive
different.
as he should be.
And then you get to these Eastern Conference Finals. You've had a game where you scored 10 points.
Yeah.
And the thing about scoring 10 points is that's not
And
bad.
then in the same series,
but you didn't
had
do any.
14 points.
You didn't
Two
do
games
anything
later.
else. Like when you're not gonna score, you have to do other things.
You had 4
We just talked
rebounds
about
when you had
Steph.
10 points.
Steph had a game where he had 15 points, but 9 assists and was great on the boards and played timely defense.
And 2 steals.
You had another game where you had 14 points and your team lost the game.
2 games later.
At one point, do superstar players?
We're holding Jason Tatum right now.
We're not holding
Yes.
Jason. I'm not holding Jason
We're
Tatum.
holding Jason Tatum right now.
Listen, it's not about holding Jason
We're not.
Tatum.
We're
It's
holding
about,
Jason
It's
Tatum
about
right now.
putting.
But it's just
It's
like,
about
come on,
saying
bro.
that if you
Jesus.
are the
Are you
top
a
Right.
five,
You're a superstar.
if you are a top 5,
Buddy, we've all seen
7
people do
player?
nasty stuff. What are you talking about?
and no one's denying
Nobody's
that.
denying that.
Bro, I've
At
seen
the certain point,
But we
Jason
just talked
Tatum
about
has
Steph
to.
nasty stats. But what was his other stats?
When was the
to back
last
that up
time
and they
Steph
won?
really nasty outside of the 2016 finals in a playoff run?
We'll wait for it.
Like, tell me the last.
My memory's
Steph
trash,
averaged-
but we can
Steph
find it.
averaged 29, 9 and 9 in the finals. Then went back and averaged 28, 8 and 7.
And didn't
like,
he get Finals MVP?
Stop it.
We're not
How
talking about
many-
the finals
didn't
right
get
now. We're not
Finals
talking about the
MVP.
finals right now.
Do you know what Steph does in the Western Conference Finals?
You
And he
wanna
just
talk
got the
about that.
MVP.
All he does is go crazy in the
Crazy.
Western. I'm not even talking about this one. I'm
Are
talking
niggas
about.
saying I'm against Steph right now?
I'm
Like,
not-
what
but
the
I'm just
fuck is
saying-
going on?
We're not
I'm
doing
saying
that.
the
All I'm
la-
saying is y'all slighting Tatum right
No
now.
one
Like,
is slight-
bro,
I said
three
he's a top 5, 7 player.
of
And
the
you-
first
not
4
going
games,
for
this nigga had
10
a
points.
dub in the first half, bro. And 3 of the first 4 fucking games.
But you went 10 points for a whole game.
Okay,
and
niggas
then
be having
2
L's.
2 games later.
Bro, you cannot say that your
Bro.
favorite player might have had not a dud in the game, an important game.
But Steph ain't going to go for his
I'm not talking about Steph.
Listen,
Not talking about
listen,
Steph.
listen. Jason
I have
Tatum
no
had-
quarrels with
listen,
Steph.
listen,
I have
Jason-
not a quarrel with
Jason
Steph.
Tatum
right
shot.
now, brother. We
Jason
talking about
Tatum
the
shot
finals.
one
Can't talk about the
shot
finals. We're not
in
there
the-
right now.
Jason
We're not
Ta-
there.
listen,
He's never
listen.
seen a finals.
Listen,
the 2 teams.
listen,
We just
listen.
went down the Heat.
Jason has never
Jason
seen a
Tatum-
finals, bro.
What the fuck else are we going to talk about?
Jason
besides
Tatum.
Jimmy.
Jason Tatum shot
We
one
not-
shot
I'm not talking about
in
Bam
the
Adebayo.
fourth. Jason
I'm not
Tatum.
gonna
I don't.
do it.
I'm
not
not
either.
Watch me.
trash.
Jason Tatum shot one shot in the fourth quarter.
That was bad.
Game
That
six.
was bad.
At
That
a certain
was bad.
point, the man has to come up big, and he has a chance tonight.
You put it on.
I say that to say I believe that Jason Tatum will come through tonight,
I'm scared.
and I believe that
I'm scared.
I believe they'll do the job.
I'm scared.
But I really think
On
at
the
a certain-
road?
Yes.
they've won 2 games there before.
Yes.
I respect Eric Spoelstra a little bit more than a lot of people do. Apparently, in this basement, I
I
don't.
fuck with Eric Spoelstra.
I
This
just
team is not good enough.
they're not. And if they weren't, they shouldn't have won Game 6 to me.
Jimmy went. Hold on.
Doesn't
Hold on,
matter.
hold on,
That's
hold
one
on,
guy.
hold on,
That's
hold
one
on,
guy.
hold on.
That's
Relax.
one
This is
guy.
basketball.
That's one guy.
Wait.
Football.
Wait.
Come on, James. Go ahead.
For him?
It was one guy, right?
For Kyle Lowry?
Basketball is the only. Basketball is the
For Kyle Lowry, bro?
Basketball is
What was
Doesn't
his other
matter,
stats,
bro.
though?
Basketball.
18 and 10 for Kyle
18 and
Lowry?
10.
He shot
This
5%.
nigga went 0 for nothing the last time they
Okay.
played.
Okay, but he's a
And he shot-
champion.
So you're getting
Kyle
this
Lowry
type of
a champion.
input from
Is Kyle
another
Lowry-
nigga?
is Kyle Lowry a champion? Yes or
First of
no?
all, basketball.
PJ had
He's a
11.
champion. He's a champion.
Need 11 from
That
PJ.
doesn't-
Need 11
That
from
means nothing to
PJ.
me. All right, listen.
Get the fuck.
Basketball is the only sport.
Is Kyle Lowry not capable of 15 to 10
Here's the
every
difference
night?
maker. Here's the
Is
difference
Kyle
maker.
Lowry not capable of
Here-
15 to 10 every
Here-
night?
Here's the difference maker.
What's the difference?
Struce, 13. And he doesn't give you shit.
But Charles said before the camera came back
But I'm
on,
letting you know
nobody
right now.
got over 15 points.
But Struce giving you 13 means a lot for that
Nigga,
team.
Strus is...
Bro.
All right,
He
bro.
sucks.
They
He
cite him,
sucks.
though.
Here's
They
my-
fuck
He
with
sucks
Strus.
because he plays defense. He's Eric Spoelstra guy.
I'm gonna make
He
it
should
very.
not give you
I'm gonna
13,
make it very
man.
clear.
He starts, Tyler
Basketball
Hero
is the
doesn't.
And he
one
fouled the
sport.
fuck out.
He starts, Tyler Hero doesn't.
Basketball is the one
Six man.
sport where
Of the
one
year.
where one player's input can greatly outweigh the outcome more than any sport, and that's what we saw in Game 6. Jimmy's Butler's will on the game was enough to get that team there,
If they don't score 40, if they don't
and
score
that's
45,
okay.
they don't win.
47.
Whatever.
On the road, that's the second most points in NBA history in an elimination game on the road. You know who has the most? A guy by the name of Wilt Chamberlain. It's Wilt Chamberlain, then Jimmy Butler for road points in an elimination
Well,
game.
good for him.
What do you mean? This is my thing about people. We just watched a generational
What is it-
basketball game.
what does it
There's
mean?
not many of those that we'll see again.
What does it mean if he
LeBron
doesn't?
ain't
If he,
That's my point. And I'm
what does it
glad,
mean
bro.
if he doesn't win tonight?
It means nothing.
Absolutely
You're
nothing.
right.
And even if he does win tonight and he loses in the finals, what does that mean?
Please, hold on.
It means he had one of those runs. But
He's always had a run.
that's fine.
I'm not saying Jimmy is bad
That's
basketball.
No, I know you're not. And I agree with you. I'm just
I've
saying,
never said that.
What happened in Game 6, if we're going to be honest, is an outlier to what, like I said, the only one who has done more is a guy by the name, when you start being only behind Wilt Chamberlain and stuff in basketball,
Kind of crazy.
that means you did something spectacular.
How many great players have played since
So,
Wilt Chamberlain?
my thing is like,
Plenty.
my thing is like, he really did something that was
That might have
out
been
of
a-
this
that might
world
be a
type
Philly
shit.
stat.
Will he do it again? I don't know. I just don't know. So for me,
So who do you have winning tonight?
I said I have the Celtics. I have the better
Got the
team.
C's. I said it too.
I have the better team.
Kenneth? Who's winning?
Because I think Jaylen Brown and Al Horford going to come out tonight.
My bad, I'm in a whole other conversation.
It's
Who's
all-
winning tonight? Celtics Heat. Game 7 in Miami, 8:30 p.m.
I don't do this to Celtics.
So you're taking the Heat?
No, I don't want to take the Heat. I have no
Someone
idea
has
who's
to
going
take
to
the
win
Heat.
tonight.
Because if someone doesn't
Not
take the
gonna be
Heat,
me.
if you're taking the Celtics, if you're taking the Celtics, I'm taking the Heat. Because someone has to take the Heat so the Celtics do win.
I'm not taking anybody.
Eastern Conference in the beginning of the playoffs, I took the Celtics coming out the West.
The
I took
Bucks. I took the Bucks and Warriors,
the
bro.
Warriors. It was since the beginning of the playoffs. It's always been Celtics.
I won a couple
had the
bets.
Warriors
I won a
winning
couple
the
bets off the
championships
Warriors
last
already.
year, bro.
Listen,
I had Steph being my MVP
Me
last
personally-
year, bro.
Ever since Clay really showed
Dead
come back
ass.
from that ACL,
Clay ain't
and
even
that's
that.
been my thing.
Clay ain't even that.
He's not even back yet.
He's
for
not
real.
even that.
He's been strong.
he's had 2 great elimination games and been kind of mid
He's
throughout
been
the rest.
super mid, but that's fine.
I'm
That's
a-
fine.
I'm a PT guy, so it's just like you can show your value
Exactly.
I'm about to
That's what I'm
say,
saying. 900 and some odd days. He documented
Listen,
it all.
all right.
So
everyone's going Celtics but me.
That quick ass catch
I'm
and
going
shoot
Heat
I'm not
tonight.
going anybody.
I had two. Oh, you're not going anybody?
I don't know who's gonna win. I don't even
You
care.
gotta pick something. You gotta be a man about things. I put on two scenarios. One scenario has Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown going crazy and handling business and winning by like
Jalen did his part.
winning by like 6 plus points. And I also see a point where somebody who is not named Jimmy Butler goes crazy for the Heat. Whether it be Bam, whether it be Gabe Vincent, whether it be Oladipo, whether it be
Look at this guy.
Strus, I think somebody else goes crazy for the Heat, and that's the only way they win tonight.
What up, guy? Should I put you on mic? You say you want to call in. Ask somebody who want to call into the podcast right now. This is a good. We can. Let me put you on speaker. Hold on. Scott Dennis Williams.
Oh my goodness!
I got you.
Wow.
On the
Yo, it was good.
What's
call in.
good, Am I allowed to call you? I don't know if we like.
He said, "Is he allowed to call you?"
Day, man. I'm trying to get a High Codes beverage.
Okay, listen, we in NY next week, and I'll bring
him up in
we'll
the
bring
V?
a few.
Yeah, I need that for J3, bro.
Say less.
You know, this nigga Charles gonna be up there with us and shit. I don't know what day he get there, but he gonna be up there that weekend and shit.
Yeah,
I'm pulling up.
I'm gonna try to get there Friday, so we definitely gonna try to link in.
This nigga's not pulling up.
Nah, I'm trying, bro. I got some.
I get it, man. Newly married, I feel you.
Chill out.
I'm in there. I'm trying to this weekend.
This nigga Dennis don't know he on the mic and he making the episode today. That's crazy.
And listen, Dennis, we in there this weekend though. Listen,
this is good, man. What y'all talking about?
Shit, niggas was talking. Who you got tonight, bro?
Who you got tonight?
Celtics Heat, bro. We was just arguing, bro. Who you got tonight, man?
Celtics by 4.
Celtics by 4?
Listen, I gotta take the Heat if everybody's taking the Celtics.
What I tell you, pull out Miami, they gonna do it though.
Listen,
don't tell Jalen that, bro.
If everyone's taking the Celtics, I gotta take the Heat, bro.
I'm in a tunnel with it.
Okay. Nah, shit, bro. I ain't picked nobody. Everybody got in the basement picked the Celtics, bro. I don't know.
Nah, I just picked the Heat. What you mean?
Oh, he just picked the Heat. Charles picked the Heat, so I don't know.
Who you got, huh?
Right. You know I want to see the Celtics. You know I don't fuck with the Heat, bro. I want to see the Celtics, but I don't know, bro. Niggas at the crib, bro. I don't know, man.
What does that
mean? Nigga Jimmy dropped 47, 9 and 8, bro. Like, what are you saying, bro? He might do that at the game.
Just downplayed it.
I know, but some luck of the Irish stuff.
Just
Look, the Irish might not make it to Miami. I don't know.
He scored 40 in 2 other games this series, man.
Jesus Christ.
Dude been going crazy.
This nigga
You gonna make it to the game, bro?
Yo, chill out.
They say you got one on the PJ after this episode.
This still the same cup I said earlier, bro. I don't even know.
No, it's not.
Nah, I swear it is.
You telling people what you told me this morning?
What I tell you this morning, Dennis? Here you go. You always trying to do this shit. What's up, yo?
I love this. We
Yo,
get
what's
some
up,
exclusives
man?
on the
Tell
mic.
him. Let's quiet down so you can get the floor. What's up? What I tell you earlier?
You say he's gonna throw a few ice cubes in the old fashioned from last night.
No, that was Jalen. You read wrong, bro. Look at you. Hey, yo, I see you on Thursday, guy. You talk crazy, man.
They said we drinking the straight whiskey for these days.
Tell Dennis I'm drinking straight whiskey for him.
All right, fellas. I was just calling in, man.
I appreciate you.
See you Thursday, my guy.
That's the legendary director.
Good man, Dennis Williams.
You see, only legendary things happen on this podcast. 202. What an episode.
Jeez. I hope it came through good on the audio.
Yeah, so before we end today's first episode in the basement, I hope you guys are enjoying the aesthetics. Shout out to my
We're going to put some more over here.
Yeah, listen, if you got any ideas, anything you want to see up here,
you just put like
let me know.
Easy thought shit here.
Okay.
He was talking some Green Bay Packers shit here.
Yeah,
I think we can make it like more like homely for everybody. Maybe some shit that represents me. Maybe some shit represents him.
Yeah.
Some shit for
KD.
Tuba. Some shit for KD. You know what I'm saying? We can do some shit like that. Yeah,
you can put up something in there.
I think we can just vibe like
put up a
that.
Cowboys joint.
No, I was gonna put it like a crescent moon or
Definitely
something.
gonna do some shit like that. He definitely not doing it on sports, my guy. You bugging out.
Nah, if I was going sports, honestly, I would go like Syracuse probably.
I can see that.
I wouldn't put the Cowboys in here.
I would say put Cowboys because Shorty fuck with Cowboys. So that
Yeah, I
was,
think-
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
See, I
I'll
don't
do
like
some
that
Cowboys
vibe,
shit.
but I think it would make sense for the vibes. But I hate that vibe personally.
you'll be okay.
I will.
You'll live.
If that's the case, I'll bring my Sean Taylor
How many
jersey or
years did
something.
we
Yeah.
record with a Redskins joint over my shoulder?
Sean Taylor, Joe, right there. RG3 was on your shoulder too.
Nasty vibes.
John
Also,
Wall.
this is more comfortable vibes here. Also,
Y'all be
guests,
too. I don't like
We're
that
gonna
for
have to
y'all.
guess. We're gonna make this very awkward. You're gonna have to sit in the middle.
No.
Why not?
Remember we talked about this.
Not gonna be on camera.
Yeah, we talked about this. So it's gonna be one of y'all here.
One of us right here, guest
Guest
right
there.
there, and one of us right there.
And if it's two guests, cool. Two guests there, and then somebody here. Don't worry about it.
I was,
Buddy, we talked about this as
I
well.
know
Oh,
we did.
you wanna?
But as we sit here, I like the uncomfortableness of having a guest here and us kind of just being like, so hey.
Nah, that's a little creep.
Yeah,
that's
very,
kinda creepy.
very.
It's a
Giving,
good-
it's giving creep. For
It's
sure.
a good intimate
It's
vibe.
giving creep for sure.
I'm not with that.
It's a, man, you guys don't understand the art of telling.
The art.
I got you.
You don't understand. We're also having a cookout, so shout out Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to all. Listen, you might think we're anti like government and military, but we love everything. Like shout out to the dudes who did it, who laid their life on the line. So shout out Memorial Day weekend.
Hey, man, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to say what I can say on this here platform.
I don't really know about that, but
Charles,
I kind of feel the
it's
vibes.
here. We have there's no opposition to it.
That's true. He's right. I take that back. So
There's no opposition to your statement.
shout out to that. Shout out to all the good men who are in the military now, who are doing their thing.
I don't know, man. I was about to say I don't know about all that, but I guess.
Shout out to Ambo. There's a few other men out here. So shout out
Fuck the military-industrial complex. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my cousin.
Fuck Israel.
shout out Pig.
Jesus.
Shout out Pig.
Jesus. Fuck Israel. Shout out
Israel.
Pig.
You know what I'm
Jesus
saying?
Christ.
Fuck Zionism. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. I'm glad this at the
Finish
end.
rolling up.
I'm glad this at the back end of the pod. Like I always love
Syria.
Card is full.
that. Well, that's that. Cause full.
Now delete something else on the joint. Delete something else on the joint so we can finish it real quick. All right, we gotta finish real quick. All right, as we
Shout out Syria.
Right, you're right. We
You know
could
what I'm
delete
saying?
something. We could delete something. We could
You know what I'm
delete
saying?
something.
We got all
Yeah,
that
delete
people, man. You know what I'm
something.
saying? They're my good folk, cuz.
yeah, as we get a little bit more
For sure,
audio.
Yeah, man. Because the military-industrial complex is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, that's all I had to say about that. Like, I
Nah,
wasn't
we're
gonna
about
get
to
too deep.
finish.
I want to get too political, Charles, because they was trying to
We
give me.
did
They
a
was trying to give me the
whole
wild out.
thing about presidents.
I mean, they already transferred.
No, I didn't transfer shit.
Right. But yeah, we're about to finish. Shout out to y'all. As y'all can see, the vibes on the basement are pretty good, pretty nice. We'll be here moving forward.
Shout out Yemen. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm just trying to.
No, I'm just saying they're going through a famine
finish.
right now. There's more people dying in Yemen than it is in Ukraine
We
right
back?
now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh yeah, shout out Waffle always, more waffles.
All right. Listen, they said we need to close it out proper. So, like I said,
202.
202.
Welcome to the new hazy basement.
You see the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Minutes, John,
My niggas
like
smoke
this.
their weed now.
Oh.
It ain't just a Capone every 130 episodes and shit. Niggas got
You
that
had
gas.
a crazy run with the Capone.
It was just like 3 episodes.
Whatever. Like you said. Also, so now when you come through, I would like you to bring, if you do partake,
Gas.
I would like you to bring some gas.
Bring some gas. You can smoke it down here.
As you see, we got
Come through the back door.
As we see backwoods, we have papers,
We got drinks.
we have drinks. Drinks cost though.
They're not
Drinks are
they're not free. Stop asking us to give you a drink for free. We cannot ship them neither.
Yes, we cannot
Pull
do
up
that.
on us so we can
But,
give it to you.
You know, like you said, these are the vibes now. You know,
Gas.
the world's greatest podcast.
We're here.
We are getting high on topic while we.
Burn on.
topics.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that's what we're doing.
It's been a mantra for like what? Since
Also-
2012. Jesus.
More live life, more vibes. Let me puff it one time as we
Should.
as we go out.
Yes. Yes.
Say something to the people.
Yes. Damn, I might hit the gas too.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I rolled this motherfucker, Charles.
Which KD was what?
What you think? I rolled that motherfucker, Charles.
We're in the hazy basement, man. We're here. It's 202.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be here for another 200. I'll tell you that. After that, we gone.
I like that.
But yeah, man, all I gotta say is
Well, man, it worked.
free Palestine from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. You know what I'm saying? High Coast Podcast, best podcast in the motherfucking world. And that's all I gotta say, man. For real, appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. We in the new basement. Y'all been waiting for us to reveal the new basement. So hey,
Thought we was done.
allegedly,
They thought we was done.
never that.
What?
We can't do that. Charles is enjoying the J. I like that.
Sure is.
Yeah.
That's the no blow. A lot of
That
O's.
joint, cuz. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
OTF?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotta take another piss. Jesus
Well, guys.
Christ. 202, baby. See y'all.